Hello YouTube, this is Oz Rifle Reviews with another rifle review. Today I'll be reviewing my CZ452 LR. This is a beautiful rifle. It's chambered in 22 LR, as I just said. And first I'll give you a bit of information on the cartridge, which I'm sure you all know quite a bit about already, but I'll let you guys know a bit about that anyway. 22 is a rimfire cartridge. It's actually one of the smaller rimfires. It's pretty low velocity and has no recoil whatsoever. It's a good cartridge to begin on. I'll get one out for you. Hold on. Here it is here. That's a 22 LR rimfire. What can I say about it? I've used this. I've put thousands of rounds through this rifle. It's a very nice rifle to shoot. It's very smooth for a bolt action. And the finish on this rifle I thought was really brilliant. It's got a beech stock on it, which is it's a bit stronger than walnut. Well, I think it is. It's got a few marks here and there. The one thing I didn't like too much was the butt pad. See that? It's a hard plastic butt pad. It's not that nice, the butt pad, but everything else about the rifle I thought was great. It's good. It's a nice balanced rifle. It's very light, so you can carry it around the field all day and not get a sore back or anything. I have found though that these butt pads, one of my mates has one as well, and it actually got dropped, and because it's so brittle, the butt pad, it didn't have any give in it, and it chipped the wood off the stock a bit. So yeah, you got to be a bit careful. It actually came with this scope. I think it's a Nico Sterling 4-powered fixed scope. It's actually not a bad scope. It has the mil dots and it's not a bad scope for the money. I think this rifle cost me about $650, and as far as I'm concerned, it's one of the best you can get. I don't know if they make the 452s anymore actually, but yeah, they're good. One thing I didn't like about this rifle is the trigger. It's not a bad trigger, but I just prefer triggers with less creep, and this trigger seems to have a little bit of creep in it. So what I mean by creep is you pull the trigger and it doesn't go off for a little bit, because it and you can hear a little creeping sound if you take a real note of it. So that was a bit of a letdown, but you can get aftermarket triggers that you can get installed, which are very good. When I bought this rifle, it came with a 5-shot magazine, a polymer one. So it came with that magazine. You can get other magazines for it. I actually bought this magazine, which, if you can see that, it's a 10-round magazine, and it fits in the CZ452s. It's not great. It's not as good as it doesn't feed as well as the 5-round mag, but it's a nice. Nevertheless, it is still a nice magazine. I found that it fed better in my rifle than it did in my mate's rifle, because he gave it a spin one stage, and yeah, my rifle likes it a bit better. But I actually picked this magazine up, this 10-round magazine. I picked it up from Melbourne Firearms for $45, so that's a bargain. But yeah. So, and also for the 22, I think this is a perfect beginner's rifle, because a box of 50 of this cost, I think it costs about maybe $10 or something like that, $8. So $8 for 50 shots, you can't really get much better than that. And these are the more expensive bullets. These are the CCI Stingers. So I think that cost me about $90 for a box of a carton of 500. So they're a bit higher velocity though. They speed along at 1640 feet per second, it says. So it's quite fast for a 22. But it does the job on rabbits and foxes. But I suggest though, when you're shooting animals with it, to not shoot anything past 70 yards, because that's kind of where it tops out. And foxes, it's really only good for about 50 meters on foxes. People can shoot further than that, but realistically, that's all you're really going to get out of it. If you want to be an ethical hunter, it's a nice bolt. It's a controlled feed, I think. I'm not sure about that actually, so if you guys want to leave that in the comments, feel free. But that's the bolt there. It's a nice bolt. It feeds really smoothly actually, compared to other 22s. When you first got it, it felt like it had a little bit of sand in the action, but after working it a few times, it's really become quite smooth. The safety is just a 2-position safety, so you push it forward for safety on, and so you can't fire like that, and push it back to fire, so that's a good feature. It's a really easy safety to use. It was a bit stiff when I first bought it, but it's really functions really smoothly now after a few thousand shots. So I have tried out a few marlins and savages and stuff, and this beats them hands down. There's no question about that. It just beats them in every way. It's smoother. It's nicer to hold. It's just better function. It's got more functionality to it. So that's my opinion anyway. So thank you for watching my review, and stay tuned for more.